Hello, dude! Dark Souls 2 episode 9. In the last episode, we had gone through No Man's Wharf and beaten the Fluxile Century after 3 tries. No, it was 2. I don't know. It was 2. In this episode, we'll be going through Doors of Pharaohs and getting to the next area. And today's weapon of choice will be the Ultra Greatsword. I know we haven't done the Greatswords yet, but it's Ultra Greatsword. Here's the video. As I said before, today's weapon will be an Ultra Greatsword. You might be wondering why I'm moving so slowly. It's because I think it's a good time to actually explain weight and stuff, because now it's becoming an issue because a Greatsword's so heavy. So let me start at the top heaviest tier. It's 120% exactly. Trust me, I did the numbers. It's 120% exactly. This is the walking phase. And you can't roll. When I try to roll, or backstep, it won't let me. Doesn't mean we can't attack. It just means stamina regens much slower. And I'm very slow. If we were to take off, literally that, this isn't like, it's slow, but you can still fat roll. Remember, this goes from 70% to 120%. Anything above 120, you walk. Anything under 70%, you'll see in a second. 100%, look, no different. You walk a little bit faster, but if I was put, let's say this on, can't walk. That's a bad example. If I was put this on, you can't walk as fast. You can barely run. Take it off, you can you can walk really fast, and you can run. If I just take the weapon off, like that, I take the weapon off. Notice how I'm running very quickly. I can roll normally, but it gets even better. If I was to take everything off, I run much faster, I roll much faster and farther. And if I was just to put on like one of these, I guess, you'll notice that we don't run as fast, because there is a normal roll, there is then a medium roll, and then there's a heavy roll, or fat roll, as many in the Souls community call it. And then there's like a fatter roll, and then there's the fattest roll, which there's no roll at all. I decided to describe it here because it's going to start becoming an issue with the heavier armors I'll be wearing and the weapons I'll be using. Because the Greatsword, while yes, it does amazing damage, you know, is actually beaten by the Drang Lake Sword. It weighs so much. It weighs 22, while comparison to with Drang Lake Swords weighs 9. Or the weapon that we used the last episode was 1.5. But ignoring that for now, put on some light armor. Actually, we need to wear all of our original set, so it actually works. Trust me, I tested. Cool. So let me explain the weapon. So you have, this is two-handed R1, or a normal attack, or light attack. And that's the whole kind of thing. It's up, down, or down, up, more of. R2 is more of like a knockback attack. It will knock back people. This is one-handed. It's a swing. And then it's another down. You can riposte with it. You can riposte with it in one-handed mode, but in two-handed mode you cannot riposte. I don't know what this is. I think it's just like an attack. But if you're riposting with this, I don't know what. I'll do a little bit more research, but I don't think this is a riposte. I mean, look at it. If that's a riposte, I don't know what is. I mean, if that's not a riposte, then I don't know what is a post. But for the most part, it's, you know. And the riposte and backstab you'll see are, again, very similar to swords, just much larger. So yeah. enjoy the rest of the video, and there's your tip for, well, there's your tip for long, drawn-out descriptions of how weight works in this game. Before you go, I just like to say, like, I have to describe these things so people who are new to the series, who, A, for some reason are watching me, and B, you know, people who don't know, they need to know this so that later on in the story, while I'm not wearing, like, oh, the entire drink legs, which is great for now, I have to explain why I can't use it and why it's beneficial to not wear it for now during this episode. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the video, everyone. Alright, cool. I don't know why I say here's the video. I mean, I should probably be like, oh, here's a demonstration of it. It makes more sense that way. But either way, if you guys remember Galvin, he's one of these guys. Their names are Grim or Germ, something like that. Oh, that's funny. Not that. We got a helmet. It's actually pretty good. It doesn't. I don't think it gives anything special. No, nothing special. Come over here. We actually saw this guy in the forest earlier, so that's fun. There's nothing really special about that. We just saw him earlier today. And that guy, this guy right here, Mr. Mastodon. I think Mr. Mastodon here is pretty cool. You can actually get his weapons that he uses. So, come on, heal up. Oof. Now you might be wondering why I'm not really concerned about, you know, healing all that much. It's because this area really isn't all that hard. I expected him to drop an item there. That was kind of useless, but it's whatever. I was expecting him to drop an item. Come here and pick up a life gem. I mean, we have 11. It's not a ton, but it's not like a small amount, so it'll be good for now. And we're gonna see a new type of Germ enemy, whatever his name is, axe thrower. He's not fun to deal with if you're bad with games. He throws 2 axes and then he's kind of out, so he can't do much except fight with his hands. So that's exactly what he's going to do. As long as you just kind of don't get hit by the axes like I did, everything should be just fine. Anyway, this side area, I mean, raw stones in this game, I don't think they're as useful as they were in Dark Souls 3, which, you know, they were pretty useful in the early game. But, it's just a personal preference at that point. Also, watch out, you don't want to fall and die, because, you know, dying is not fun in this game. So, I feel like the best way to deal with him is kind of, do one of these numbers just to walk around them. It works. I mean, if it works, it works, you know. Simple as that. I mean, that's kind of it. And then we come into a new area, the name, which is going to pop up in a second. Hold on. It is the Brightstone Cove, Seldora, that's what it was. Alright, I'm gonna actually sit down. I just want to break some pots, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna sit down here because, I want 4 S's flasks. And we're gonna head over here into this direction. And you'll see that there's some rocks. If you know a Dark Souls game, you know, there's something about them. So yeah, they're gonna hit the rock and it's gonna fall. That's the whole thing about it. Actually, I'm gonna wait to this. Yeah, come pretty close in, and hopefully this hits them. Hits literally none of them. Yeah, your best bet is to have the rock hit them, I think. But that doesn't always happen, so you just gotta live with what you get. Which is, you know, not always the best. Just gonna one-hand it here. Get the wide attack. Oh, sorry, I don't have my bow equipped because because I don't have actually I'm gonna equip my bow, or a bow, so I can snipe these fools like this one. Wow, I'm great. Everyone knows I'm great at Fortnite on this channel, so yeah, look at that headshot. All right, we're actually gonna go head up there and deal with them. I actually haven't been up here in a while, so I kind of forget what's up here. Not gonna lie, I kind of did forget. But it was whatever, man. What is it, soul? It is a soul. Cool, that's gonna be nice when I level up later. No, finally, I might even finally level up a weapon. I don't know which one it's gonna be, but I could finally level up a weapon. I mean, I could have done that way long ago. I just don't know what level the weapon to level up. Also, let me talk about this area a little bit. In New Game Plus, it has to be in New Game Plus. It won't do it in Bonfire Aesthetic mode. But if you're New Game Plus, you know, beat the game once, and you get to play the game through again with all your items. You get here in your New Game Plus. Actually, the boss of this area, you know, you'll see later, but the boss of the area will actually pop up here and try to fight you. It's only a short thing, but you can actually get some damage in that will affect the boss fight later. So yeah, that's fun, isn't it? That's kind of it. It's not like the pursuer thing like we saw before, where it could mean the matter of life and death. I mean, I don't know if you could kill her there. I don't think you can. I think it's actually impossible. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Also, I think I found out that, by the way, you know, I did some research between the time I did the description, not description, the weapon techniques and stuff, and now, yeah, no, this is apparently a parry. I would never guessed it, but I would have never guessed it's a parry, because it's not something that looks like a parry. That's the problem. You know, it looks like something you'd like hit an enemy with, but that's me. Either way, we're gonna open this up. Spiders. Ooh, spiders. And we're gonna kind of come inside, and we'll notice that, yeah, there's a few spiders around here. For right now, I wouldn't fight them. I'd come back. I wouldn't even open that chest up there. But what I would do is come over here and open this up. I'd open this up because if you come over here and you grab this, you get some armor, and that's fun. In New Game Plus, I know more New Game Plus stuff. There's an enemy wearing the armor that will be there, that was, you know, spawn there. Also, screw you Cool. Good talk. So, welcome to a boss fight, I know. This fight's fun. So, yeah, this is this fight. So I would say fight the congregation first before you try to fight anyone else. That's a personal preference, though, because, you know, the congregation heals people. But if you think you can fight them and kill them beforehand, go for it, man. For the most part, they shouldn't be too bad of a problem. I think the people that will give you the most problem will probably be Prowling Mantis himself, and then his priestesses. I think those are going to be more of the problem. Mainly because... oh god, that's not at all what I wanted. Yeah, use that as cover. I don't have any healing. No. Use life gem. I seriously shouldn't die on this fight, but I've been surprised before. They did buff, which is fun and cool for the family, I guess. Once the priestesses are dead, these guys shouldn't be much of a problem. So, well, if you can actually hit them, that'd be cool. Alright. This is my apologies. I'm not the best with a greatsword. I normally actually... in this game, I actually use more dex weapons than I do strength. Which, again, it's crazy, because the other games, I'm nothing like that. You can actually kind of stagger this guy to death for now. Just kind of pull up and do that. There you go. That's the fight. But they don't actually give you a soul. And you'll notice that those enemies actually become... well, that boss actually becomes a normal enemy later on. So, yeah. And that's kind of it for this area. That's it. I know it wasn't very, like, you know, large, but, you know, it's pretty cool, either way. Come up here, get a fading soul. You know, there's a few items up here, a lot of them fading souls. You'll know which ones are good items compared to others. It's because of what they look like. If they have an item that you want to pick up, you know, something that's not like a fading soul or something, there'll actually be blue mist and a little orb that's like white. But if there is no orb like that, or it's like a lot smaller than the others, then it means that it's not such a good weapon. Also, let's talk to this guy.
Something seems to be bothering you.
Yeah. You.
Yes, I can tell. It is written upon your face.
Cool.
You have doubts about something you did.
No.
I am Cromwell. Regret, anguish, disillusion, bewilderment. What wonderful gifts they are. Together, they are the essence of life. Don't you agree? But now, you're lost, bewildered by your own actions. You poor little thing. Yes, how tiny and frail are we. But if your heart is yet sincere, your sins will be forgiven. Now is the chance. Demonstrate your sincerity to me.
So this guy is pretty cool. He actually sells some priestess armor. We have the normal priestess armor, not the white priestess. He also sells some miracles and hexes. I haven't explained hexes. I actually technically haven't explained anything about magic. So I'm actually gonna leave. I'm gonna actually wait a little bit before I do, because for right now, you know, magic isn't gonna be that great for him. Oh. You can also... I didn't want to do that. You can also ask for pardon if you kill an enemy. Not an enemy. If you kill an NPC, like a like the armor or the cat. I don't know if you can technically kill the cat, but if you kill one of the NPCs in this game, you will have a sin on you. Sin is something that you don't want because a group of people, under the covenant of blue sentinels will hunt you. They aren't very fun to deal with because they're actual people, and yeah, you can get invaded. So you can come over here and ask for pardon, and so you won't have a sin on you, so you won't be targeted. That's basically it. But I won't be killing any NPCs now in this,
Whenever you are.
I mean, I might later, but right now, no NPCs will be killed. So, yeah. That's kind of it. What's over here? I don't know if there's anything special over here. Ah, cracked red eye orb. That's cool. Not much other than that. No, I would continue through this area, but I absolutely hate doing this area, so this is going to be a whole nother episode. Because I'm going to die a lot. So we're actually going to head off to, where do we want to go? We could do this area. No. I haven't fully planned out what I wanted to do yet. Okay, let's go to Majula. Level up and do my thing. And then that's actually probably going to be the end of the episode because I don't know what to do. I don't. Because great. Okay, ultra great swords in this game are kind of suck. They do suck. Like for being one of the stronger weapons in the game, it is easily beaten by the great sword here that does 107, which is 287 damage, while this only does 284. Then look at this axe, 287. Like it's sad they don't do that much damage. That is why they're not very good. They're not as useful as other weapons in the game. Like this halberd's probably more useful than what that is, or this rapier's useful, but it's on a whole different league. It's like a whole different thing. Also, I know that we were using the ultra great sword, and I have the Dragon Leg sword. It's a good weapon. Actually, yeah, let's level up some weapons bars. I don't have anything to buy from you, so let's level up a little bit. So it does take Titanite. I don't know which ones I want to use. This is gonna be a difficult task here. I don't know which one I want to use. That's the problem. Like, if I level the halberd up, I'll be using the halberd soon. But if I could also level the Dragon Leg sword up, because I can. Actually, I can level both of them up. What am I doing? Alright, so that's gonna be our main weapon, the Dragon Leg sword, but the halberd's gonna be pretty cool too. Actually, halberd's probably gonna be our new main weapon.
I'll be around.
Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. Because look, the halberd now does 300. Oh god, does 389 damage, while this only does 326. So yeah, halberd's gonna be our weapon for right now. So cool. Yeah. I mean, we got some souls to use, so let's use them. And then, oh wait, we also have a sublime bone dust. How could I forget about that? There's a lot of stuff. Crazy. Look at all these souls. These are like of the 5 bosses that we fought that it will give us souls of. Alright, let's level up.
Bear, seek, lest the...
What do I want to level up? Halberd's affected more by strength, it seems. Hold on, I want to buy something else real quick. It's a ring. I want to buy it from the cat. Funny enough, the hitbox technically for the cat communication thing. If you come right over here under this tent, depends on how she sits. If she sits against the wall, you can actually talk to her through the wall, which is always fun. But she didn't sit there.
You do have a good time.
We're actually gonna buy the cat ring, silver cat ring, because
Satisfied. I'll be...
because of this area. This will be something that it gets more explained later, but yeah. Also, does this guy sell anything? Does this guy sell anything I want? I don't think he does.
Oh,
Depending on what boss you kill, he will sell some bosses stuff. If you sell 10,000 souls to him, or give him 10,000 souls, he will transform into a different human being. Okay, no, he'll just change how he feels and how he thinks in general. So yeah.
Bear, seek, lest...
I know what I can do with these 6,000 souls. Remember, some people just don't like to talk to me if I don't have a certain amount of intelligence or faith. So actually, we're gonna boost some of those up now and get those up to 10 each, so we can actually communicate with them. So I can tell you guys what they do and what special thing they do, basically. Even though I said that. Now we'll be able to be really good with her. Things I know. Yeah, it's kind of it. Alright, so don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. In the next episode, we'll actually be going through more of the Lost Bastille. I know this series could kind of all over the place, but when you have 4 different segments, you got the forest, you got the Lost Bastille, you got the forest leading to the Brightstone Cave, so Zelda, and then we have this is another whole area we need to head to. That's a main area, and then down here in Huntsman's Copse, that's a whole other area, and they all lead into 4 different positions and 4 different bosses that are special to the game. It's a lot, and I'm gonna focus on one because each one has the problems with it. Like with Breadstone Cove, Solderella, or whatever the name is. I really just don't like the area they're coming up, so I'm gonna wait to do that. So yeah. Either way, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time, where we'll do good. All right, cool. See you then.